So due to popular demand, they decided to make a versus battle between two different handy knives, and both of them are my favorites. By the way, this is the Cradle 33C or 33X, and it actually cost around 20, maybe even cheaper on eBay. And there was a defect in here, kind of a, it's not a defect, it is just part of the design itself, and some people are selling it for much cheaper because of that. I will show you this in a second. The second one is the Spyderco, one of my favorite knives. This is the Blackout edition, and it comes in this beautiful little package. And this is the Delica 4. The biggest difference between them, this one is about $90 in pocket change for this. It is a beautiful knife, but should you be spending so much money for this knife versus the Cradle 33, which is almost the same exact thing, Blackout, but there's a few differences between them that makes this one the worthwhile, more expensive version that I recommend for you to get. But everyday carry, this is, nothing can beat this Junker right here, and this is a very good knife right there. Now, the reason why some people actually sell this thing much cheaper is because it has kind of a factory design trick box to this, and I'll show you in a second what it is. Now the knife itself is great. It has a surrogate edge over here, and it has a very nice blade to it as well. And I'll show you, like, some people will sell this much cheaper because of this. Once you open this hook up, this is it. This thing is like stuck in stone in here, and I've seen people sell this on eBay as if it's a defect, and it's not. It's just the way it is designed. It opens up, and then, lo and behold, you can't move it. Oh, I just did, but there was a trick to this. So pretty much it is very simple, and if you do have one of those and you don't know how to put this back in, what you have to do is just to press it down and it closes in. It's really that simple. Once you open this up, a lot of times you're like, I don't know what to do with this. It's stuck in stone here, but pretty much press it down with your finger, press it down, and it goes right in. Really slick knife here. Opens up, one hand open, and this thing is a beast. It is really a beast. Take this dry piece of wood here. It's very sharp. You can see right here. It cuts. I don't want to destroy this nice piece of wood, but here is, this thing is hard as a rock here. You can see, leaves a mark right there. Always kind of wait from you in case this thing like slips. I did one video where this thing, like, one of my huge knives just slipped. Oh, I went right through this, messed up my whole board. I had to get a new one. You can see this thing cuts. It cuts really good. This is a very hard thing to do here. And I like this because it has two different blades here. It has the regular blade and it has the surrogate blade over here as well. And this is a very good knife. Put this right here, and it has a pocket clip on the side as well here. What I love about this is this. This is cool too. Now, on the other hand, we have this right here. This is the Spyderco Delica 4. $90. Check it out. There's a huge difference. Huge difference. This thing just cuts it so much easier. Leaves marks as well. But the cutting action on this is just so much more smoother than the other knife. The question is, which one is worth the money when it comes to both of them? One hand action, just as slick, just as good. Be careful when you snap this. Easily to do with one finger opening. It has this right here, pocket clip. But overall, love the design. Let's take a look at both of them once again. The blades are almost identical. This is just a little bit bigger. Both of them are blackout. This thing easy to use for actually holding. This thing is good to hold as well. I love this. This is just awesome. Run your fingers through this all day long. I love the feeling of this Delica surface here. This by itself makes it worth the money. Just feeling on that thing. The blades, there's a big difference between them. Not as sharp. This thing is like extremely sharp. This thing is a little bit more dull, and you can feel it on my finger. And both of them high class. I can't say anything bad about this. If you want a cheap EDC knife that you can just use for camping, anything, and any knife is better than nothing, but this is the knife for you to get. I would get this. It is just so cheap that you can't go wrong with something like this. It does all the jobs that even this one will actually do. But the biggest difference between them is that this one right here is just so much more sophisticated. It's so much more cool looking. It is so much more slick looking. And this thing here is awesome. I would say that this knife is worth every penny. You can get it different kind of Delica versions, but if you get that made in Japan one, you are getting the bomb. You're getting the best one out there, because the made in China ones, anything cheaper than 60, you're looking for made in China outsourced Spyderco knives, and those are crap. You will see the big difference between them. The knife itself, this is made in USA, 100% American. This is the quality. I love this knife here. Not to say Leatherman is not made in USA as well, but between both of those, this thing is way more expensive, but so much more better. And in fact, I love both of them. That's why I got both of them for myself. Both of them are cool. Both of them are slick. And you can see in terms of size over here, look how slim and thin this thing actually is. And if you want to remove this, you can. It's going to be even slimmer and thinner. So 10 stars for both of those knives. Consider this one of the best knives you can own, both of them.